Well, it's too soon to say at this point, but I feel like we're live. I don't know if anybody can see it. I can't see it on my phone, but we're going to do a cool little countdown here, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. So grab some beers. 1, 2, 3, 4, who knows? But we'll see you in 30. All right, top of the evening to you, everybody. Thanks for showing up tonight. We're very glad to be here, I would say, speaking for myself anyways. But if you haven't yet, pour yourself a beer, sit back, enjoy. And we got lots going on tonight. Looks like the chat's buzzing already. So drums, I'd say there's no better time to have the best show of your life tonight, buddy. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Kingdom. As always, my name is Drums, and I'm joined by the brothers behind KNG Golf. I apologize early. I don't have very much of a voice. I've got strep throat right now. I'm struggling. I'm chugging tea to get through this. So enough of this raspy voice. I'm going to send it over to our boy Reg, see what's going on up there.
Fellas, the chat's buzzed a little more than I thought it would be. Hello, folks. Things are good up in Dauphin here. I had a trip to Nashville, obviously, that was highlighted by our week missed by the podcast last week. What a city. Could live there for sure. Well, maybe not. I wouldn't live long if I lived there, but it was a great city. And for all the jokes we made about Gaylord Springs, that course is absolutely phenomenal. Probably one of the coolest layouts I've ever played. We got talking to the kind of that guy that's at every course, the local. He's been working there for like 30 years. We got talking to him after the round, and he said that they actually used to host Champions Tour events there like for 20 years, but the guys just got too long and they couldn't stretch the course out, so they don't have them anymore. But the layout was like phenomenal, and everything else. Broadway was disgusting. You guys have to get there. I'm finally recovered, and it's like, what is it today? Wednesday. So I got home last Thursday. I'm kind of just getting back to normal. But yeah, things are good. Got my Blue Jays jersey on. Big home opener on Friday. Masters this weekend. Things could not be much better right now, to be honest with you.
Unless you're Drums.
Jor, what's up with you? It looks like Drums is coughing up there.
Sorry, Drums. I think one of us probably could have done the intro if you got through it. Yeah, things are good over here. This is our first time on this new platform. It's actually pretty damn good compared to our last fiasco we had there with the flashing lights on the other platform we were using. So
even our own mother wouldn't watch last time. It was so bad.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit different being live. We really got to be careful with what we say. So going to try to slow things down a little bit for the most part. But just wanted to say hi to everybody in the chat there. We got Shane, Roscoe, Ken. Ken was a big winner of our last time we went live. He won the St. Paddy's Day Green King hat. And our buddy Colton Easton's in the chat too. So I'm thinking as far as the show goes tonight, we'll probably do the Masters contest. I put the banner down there. We're getting things figured out here on StreamYard, but we'll try to do the contest around 9. So if anybody doesn't feel like watching the first half hour, you can go grab a beer, whatever you want to do, and come back for 9. But yeah, not much to report here. I'm just happy to be. I've been looking forward to this all day. A little bit nervous, of course, but just glad to be here. Drums, you can kind of keep yours brief if you want on how you're doing, but we've heard you, so we kind of know how you're doing.
Keep it brief. Not the greatest over here, but we'll see how far I get with this.
Oh shit. We did kind of a test run last night on here, and we had Dal on here who's going to be the moderator, but it looks like he is no longer the moderator, so I'm going to have to do that. Rigo, why don't you?
He did get a little crazy last night, though. He
He
put
had a
me in
lot of power.
timeout for a little bit, so I don't know. It might be okay if he doesn't have all that power tonight, but no, Dal will definitely be the wrench guy. So if you guys start pissing around in the chat, Dal will be there to make sure you sit your timeout. No, obviously, there's kind of one subject on everybody's mind this the last week. Like Tiger Woods, man. I don't know. It just seems like every time you kind of start to doubt whether his career might be over. Like, who saw him playing at the Masters? I mean, it's not even. It still doesn't feel real because you haven't really seen, like, you've seen the televised shots, but I mean, you've seen those plenty of times before, right? Like just the replays and stuff. Like, it'll be real when he actually steps on the first tee tomorrow, I think.
Did he say it, like, officially?
Yeah, after today's round. Well, I don't know. Freddie said it for him basically, but
yeah, that was kind of weird that Freddie did that, isn't it? Or no?
I thought so, but
I feel like that's kind of up to Tiger to maybe do, but I don't know.
Owen says, "Pump Tiger full of oxy, he'll win." I'm sure he might be pumped full of it already to get through the pain of there, so he'll be okay, I think. I was watching today. They actually had that Alex Smith, that quarterback that kind of had the same type injury as Tiger. They had him on the Golf Channel, and he basically went over. Marcus Boomer's here for the stroke saver. I don't know if there's gonna be one today, but I might have to scramble and come up with one on my feed here. But
well, Rigo, I have kind of a follow up to one of your other ones, so maybe we'll just go with that.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So Alex Smith was talking just how crazy it is that Tiger's able to have like the mobility and everything that he has in his leg right now. Like, I mean, we were talking just over a year ago that they might have to amputate his leg, and then all of a sudden he's walking around Augusta playing the Masters. Like, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. What do you guys think?
Well, sorry, Dal. It's hard to do things when you're live here, so I don't know what's going on. I might figure it out later, but we'll have to bring Dal's wrench back another day. But you're probably right, Rigo. Dal did have a lot of power with that wrench. Actually, I tried even banning him last night, and I wasn't able to with the wrench. So, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much better than life right now. I don't think the snow is melting. The Masters starts tomorrow, and I honestly couldn't believe that Tiger was coming back. It was kind of the craziest thing that I've heard in a very long time, but also wasn't very surprised at the same time, just knowing, Tiger and what he's been through so far. And it just when you think he has hit the pinnacle of his comeback career, he just keeps going with it. So it'll be really interesting to see, I think, how things go this weekend with Tiger. But, how nice would it be to see him in contention on the weekend?
Oh, man. I mean, the reality is it's just such a bonus to have him golfing that even if you miss the cut, it'd just be sweet to watch 36 holes because they're going to show every single shot of his. Like,
what do you think would be determined like a success, like making the cut?
I think so. Yeah, I would say that. I don't know. I mean, you guys kind of saw, like, maybe it doesn't seem so surreal because he played in that adult, like with Charlie, right? So it's kind of like we seen him golf not too long ago, but it still doesn't seem realistic that he could put in 4 rounds at Augusta. But I mean, I guess we'll see. I would say that he has. I don't know. It's tough to ever count him out, right? Like, isn't it? Or is that just me being?
I think if you asked him, I don't think making the cut would be his a success for him. But who knows?
No. What's everybody think in the chat? What would be a successful weekend for Tiger?
I think that I don't know. It's really tough to say. It's kind of seems like just the way the players have been talking about him and seeing him on the course and seeing his swing, it sounds like he's pretty dialed in. But I think just the fact that he hasn't really played competitive golf in a year and a half ish, that'll have an impact because the whole world, never mind just the whole golf world, will be watching this weekend. If he I was kind of going trying to get Dal his wrench and stuff, but so Tiger's not officially in yet. Like,
yeah, well, he is.
Start tomorrow. What are we doing here?
He's playing.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Okay,
has to be. He would have said no,
but nothing official from him.
I think just Freddie said that. I don't know. I don't know if Tiger actually came out and said that he's he's in for sure. But
Oh, Robbie. Okay. So just put a quick pause on the Masters chat for 1 second here. So you guys see these chats, comments popping up here? This is pretty cool stuff. Revolutionary, some would say.
yeah, this is different. This is different than the usual old get drunk and pod in the basement.
Couple quick shout outs before we really get into things here. Rob's birthday. Rob's in the chat there. Rob's got a birthday. What's today? It'll be on Friday, I guess. So happy early birthday to Rob. Our mom just had a birthday on the weekend. So happy belated birthday to mom. And just welcome everybody, I guess. I'm seeing some familiar names in here so far, and got some listeners in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, maybe even, who knows, and Ontario. I don't know. I had a little chat here saying welcome our viewers from across Canada, but I don't know where it went now.
Just got too much on the go. Takes tees off at 10:34.
So, as we mentioned, tonight is going to be a little bit different than normal. Our host is kind of under the weather, and we're just going to be kind of flying on the seat of our pants here. So, we got Auntie Kim. Okay. Auntie Kim's in the chat too, Alberta. So, I have kind of a show and tell here for everybody before drums. Poor drums.
Drums, you doing okay?
Struggling.
We've had some major ailments on the show lately, and everybody's just been pushing through to get the content out there.
Yeah.
TSN One Show and Tigers Group. There's some good info here.
Okay. Quickly on Auntie Kim, though, because I have a few things to show and tell here from my last little bit in life. So first of all, here's the cover that we're giving away tonight. It's a fairway. Oh, where are we here? Fairway. I don't know how to do this. She's pretty sharp. She's been all over our social media the last couple of days. So if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have. But this is it. We wanted to do a little bit different for this one. We usually, if we do a giveaway or something, it's always a driver head cover. So figured some people need something for their fairways as well. And on that note of Auntie Kim, when we were there, I think it was at the end of January, maybe. Anyways, we went to a little taco spot by Pincher Creek, and I bought these hot sauces there. Oh, it's called Twin Butt Country. So this one's dill pickle hot sauce. You guys know, if for people who have been listening to the show, Dell's calling me right now. So you know we're live?
Dell's calling into the show.
And so, anyways, here's another one, Bad Brad's Atomic Bomb. And this one's a good one here. Chef Corn Dogs Smoky Butt Clencher. So, anyways, Auntie Kim, I know you're watching. I've been really trying to savor these as much as I can, but I'm running out. So, if you could send me one of these butt clenchers in the mail, that'd be very much appreciated.
Jesus.
And the last one. So I was at Value Village a couple weeks ago, last week maybe. I like finding books there. So anyways, I found this one. This book was $3.
Oh.
Tell.
Hey?
This book was $3.
We're on.
Anyways,
we're
I get
live.
home, open it up.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's signed by Tom Lehman.
Well, it's probably not like a personal signature.
No, it's not, but it's still signed by him. So $3. And the book is so cool, man. It has like a whole bunch of golf stories and like quotes and stuff. Sorry, I'm really bad with the camera here. Anyways, $3.
I think everybody
Probably the greatest thrift shop find of my life, anyways.
Yeah.
But okay, let's keep it rolling here.
Okay. I think
We'll
maybe
wait to
just
hear what Dell
refresh.
says.
Try it. Huh.
Just have some etiquette, Dell.
Dell said we're not live right now.
What?
What?
I don't know.
Have to be. There's people
Well,
chatting, and I can see it on my phone.
People talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're laughing here.
Anyways, what are you guys drinking tonight?
I I got tea and honey.
You got tea and honey? No whiskey even in there?
No.
Good heavens.
Yeah.
Just checking with it. If anybody wants to let us know in the chat, are we live right now?
Yeah, please. Like, it'd be super awkward if we haven't been live this whole time.
I hope we are. Anyways, she's live. Yeah, baby. Okay.
Jay Soonart in the chat. Been sending out some emails. Oh, there's Mom.
Jay Soonart, Delrain Royal.
Yeah, so you're alive. We haven't really announced this yet, but we'll take this time to announce this officially, I guess. We're going to be doing something cool this summer. By the sounds of it, we're going to be launching kind of a different account, I guess you'd say, online called the King Hotspot. And for that, we're basically going to get all the information from the courses, local courses around Westman and whatnot, and just kind of have it as a centralized hub for the courses to send us information about their events, tournaments, promotions, and stuff like that. And so we're just going to post it all through there. Probably once a week, we'll maybe send out an email saying these are the upcoming tournaments, maybe send out a picture of a calendar or something for the month. I don't know. We don't know the logistics yet, but wanted to give a shout out to Jay because I was talking to him yesterday, and Della's going to be a part of it. So keep an eye out for that. And if you see it pop up, give us a follow on there. And thanks everybody for letting us know that we're live here. Appreciate it. Anyways,
and that we're alive.
And that we're all live. Rigo, keep going with the Masters here. Where's Dally?
So we should. I got a couple housekeepings from last week because we missed a week, right? So the match play was played in our absence there. Scheffler won, went from having 0 wins in his career to winning 3 times in what was it, 3 months? Well, a month because of waste management. So just over a month, and became number 1 in the world. I don't know. It's crazy because watching golf all the time, they always said, Scheffler, as soon as he wins one, he's going to win 100 tournaments. They said he's that good that he just needs to get that first one. And he had a couple close calls, his first year on tour. Was he just a rookie last year, right?
I'm not too sure. I thought maybe the
pretty
year
sure.
before, but you'd know.
Yeah, one of the two, anyways. Yeah, and it's tough to bet against him this week, but I don't know. Just thought I'd mention that match play was sweet. I actually had Corey Connors from the start of the week. I bet on him, and I unfortunately crossed over into the U.S. and Bet365 only allows you to access the app in Manitoba only. So I couldn't cash out that bet because I crossed over into the States. So I probably would have just took a little bit of money because it was a pretty big payout if I won the whole thing, but I didn't have that option because I was in the States. So lesson learned, I couldn't cash out in the States and I lost the bet, which is pretty common for me anyways. But
yeah. What was the highlight of Nashville for you outside of the golf?
You could say Broadway pretty easy, but we actually went to a bar called the Tin Roof. If anybody goes to Nashville, you have to check out the Tin Roof. It's just off Broadway. It was actually recommended to me by Jason Scott. Thomas Scott, that's who we made that one head cover for, Jor. Mm-hmm. His dad's actually got a record label in Nashville, and he said we have to go there. So we saw this guy that has...
he has a what?
He's got a record label in Nashville with one of his buddies. He's a singer, and he's got a record label there, so...
Isn't he a doc?
Yeah. So he told us we have to check that out, and I guess it's where all the Predators hang out and all the road teams, because just to get
sexual predators.
You don't. Oh my god. Yeah. So all the sexual predators hang out there. So if you're young, just cruise over to Tin Roof and let the Predators prey on you, I guess. No, all the NHL teams go there. It's kind of like a kept secret, I guess. You don't see a whole lot of it when you're researching on places to go, but it's kind of a place where, I don't know, this guy that we saw actually turns rap songs into country songs. He sang that Ballin' song, and is it Roddy Ricch that sings Ballin' drums?
Never heard it.
Anyways, it's really cool. And his name is Rashad, except the 2 A's are flipped upside down to be V's. So it's RVS KNGHVD, but he's got like 1 million followers on TikTok, and this was his first concert in Nashville. So he's like, he stood up there and he just looked like he was so nervous, and we didn't know his background before that. So he's like trembling over his words, like, and this is like he's talking to like 60 people in this bar, if that. And he was like super nervous first time in Nashville. And then you look him up and he's got like 1 million followers on TikTok, and he's like actually a pretty big deal right now. But so we got to see his whole concert like for free and like right
That's
up
sick.
close. So just things like that. If you've never been, like, I would go there 10 times out of 10 over Vegas. Like, just not even close. Yeah, here he is. No, this isn't him. No, it'd be the balling one, but it's okay. This is him, Rashad.
I can't hear anything. Can you guys?
No, but it's all good. So you guys look him up, Rashad, with the A's being V's instead. He's really good. That was probably the highlight of my trip. Actually, the hockey game was sweet too, and Trav scored the first shift too, which was deadly.
Oh, I love it.
There's a lot. Are we in the Matrix? And one last bit of housekeeping, and then we can get back to the Masters. This is kind of Masters. It has Masters ties. Last episode, we talked about the irons Tiger used when he won the Grand Slam, or the Tiger Slam from 2000 to 2001. And we guessed that the bid, it actually finishes on Monday after the Masters. Shore guessed 1.8 million. I guessed 1.4 million, and Drum said 960,000. The current bid right now is 850,000.
So,
and you know what? I'm wrong. I said it ends on Monday. It actually ends on Friday. So
tomorrow?
Friday? No.
Or 2 days from now?
Yeah.
And it's already at
850,000.
And auctions usually double in the last day or so.
Imagine having $850,000 to buy irons. Like, Christ. I was on top of the world when I spent $1,000 on irons to use.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, actually. Is there anything else we need to touch on for the Masters, or are we all just happy to be here to watch?
I think the craziest part is that, like, I actually think it's going to benefit a few guys that Tiger's playing.
What do you mean? How do you mean?
Because the attention is not going to be on anybody except Tiger. Like, it's going to take a lot of pressure off a lot of the young guys who probably won't get as much of a following, because let's be honest, like, nothing against those young guys like Morikawa or anybody else in that whole generation. I mean, if you have the chance to watch Tiger, go watch those guys. I mean, you're going to go watch Tiger because, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things that, so they're going to have less of a following, and the pressure is going to be off them. Because, I mean, look at the media the last couple of days. I mean, they had Rahm at the same time as Tiger, and I don't even know if anybody would have watched Rahm's if Tiger had his, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
Did you see what Rambo said about Tiger?
No, was he mad about Thomas?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I just saw a headline.
Yeah, he just basically said that every time he's asked Tiger for any sort of advice, it was like, you know, a one sentence reply, like keep it flat, or it's all about feel. And then with JT, he's giving him his whole breakdown of every part of every hole.
Well, take the hint.
Take the hint. 2 Canadians won the par 3 today. That's pretty sweet.
Like, did they tie for first? Is that what happened there?
Yeah, before it got suspended, they were both at -4. So
was there any broken ankles?
No, Tony didn't break his ankle. Thank God for Drums. Are we joining the contest? Probably not. We can't win anyways.
No, we can't win. But who are you guys taking for the pick?
You know what? I'm gonna go. Actually, you guys go ahead.
I was gonna go Morikawa.
Morikawa, okay.
I'm gonna go Tiger for sure. I'd never bet on anybody except for Tiger.
You knew who I'm going.
Especially when there's nothing on the line, really. And are we doing a chug thing? Because we had our
yeah, we could do the chug thing.
But we have our Tiger irons contest for next week, so maybe we won't.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Just get pissed out.
You guys know who I'm going with.
Who?
Rory. Who do you think?
Isn't that Phil that does that?
No, I know. I just did that just to be like Rubes.
Is Phil out?
Oh, okay. Did you see that today?
No.
So
What
the
happened?
the Masters chairman said that it wasn't them that told me he couldn't play. He withdrew on his own.
I think by text message.
Did you see Bryson's been trying to reach him? And he said he's just gone dark. Like nobody
Really?
can get in touch with him. Yeah.
I don't really blame the guy. You have to feel pretty bad for Phil. I do, anyways. I don't know about everybody else,
I
but
don't know.
if anybody is an avid listener of the show, they know how far down a hole we can get here with the Phil stuff. So we'll try to avoid this subject for the live.
Yeah, please. For the love of God, just ignore it.
Okay, well, I'd say a couple things. I wanted to talk about F1 because I started watching it on the weekend again. Have you guys dipped into season 4 yet? Or
Just
season 3?
4.
Season 4?
Yeah.
I got such a kick out of I'm only on like the second or third episode right now, but
Yuki?
I got such a kick out of Max on there. Because he basically told Netflix to fuck off, right? Like
That's exactly what he said it. I think.
and so like they try to like mix like he was the by far the headline of last year. He won 5 races in a row, I think, right?
He won
so,
the
yeah.
championship.
So they're like trying to squeeze him into like some scenes and stuff when he's like having casual conversation with other people. And like so when they'd interview somebody else, it'd be like in the studio and he would show their name there. And then when they feature Max, he's like having a conversation like 50 feet away and they put his name there.
Yeah, because he refused to be on the show, eh?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they're taking a lot of heat right now just because everybody thinks they kind of like doctor it up or make up. Like Max said, there's like controversies and rivalries that they make up.
Oh, really? Like just for the
That's
show?
so that's why he didn't want to do it. He said they just make up bullshit, so I'm not being a part of it.
Well, we talked about that they kind of made him look like they did everything they could to make you like Ricardo and not like him in those first couple seasons. Like
Lewis.
Hey, yeah.
And Lewis too. Yeah, they love Lewis. That yeah, Max is so funny though.
You like him, eh?
I love
I like
him.
Max too.
My guy's buzzing this year.
Charles.
My favorite on the show, new guy, was the Japanese kid, Yuki.
Yuki Tsunoda.
Yeah. Just going nuts on guys on the radio.
I've only watched one episode. We've been trying to save it, but because we're going to that F1 in June, so we were trying to save it just to get like right before. But I mean, I've been watching the race on the weekends anyway, so I mean, I could just do that.
And they just announced Vegas next year.
Oh my God! Imagine on the strip. They're gonna shut the strip down to race F1. Like that's so cool, man.
That is cool. That's honestly my favorite part of F1 is how they shut down the streets and include that in their track.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Well, it's 9 o'clock almost. So for those listening, I would say get your picks ready. Rigo, do you have your pen and paper? Oh, look at Mom. She's a Phil fan.
Phil can never do wrong, except what he did, Rhoda. That's wrong. Anyways.
So have your picks ready. Rigo, are you ready to go here? I might also just try to write down as much as I can. We can always go back in the chat, though. And
if there's double picks, can there be double picks?
Yeah, if somebody picks the same guy and they end up winning,
we'll draw the name out of the hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll pick it live on the next show.
Okay.
Okay, so I would say anytime you can start firing your picks for the Masters into the chat. We'll probably have to stretch this out for maybe like the next 5-10 minutes, I would say, just in case people are coming in and out of here. But this is what we're playing for. KNG Golf head cover. And if nobody picks the winner, then what? I never really thought about that. I guess closest to winning?
Yeah, we'll do it the same. Yeah, because Hadwin didn't win when the last contest we had when Ken won.
Right. So basically whoever just finishes the highest. So it should be you have to pick the winner, though, in my opinion. But
yeah.
I mean, what do I know?
We could, you know what? If nobody picks the winner, we're going to carry it on to a different type of contest for the same head cover.
Think?
But it will only be It will only be a contest involving the people who pick tonight.
Okay,
I think
that's fair. I like that.
So Shane says JT, Jay says JT.
Couple
JT's popular.
People might be figuring out that they have to set up a channel or a YouTube account to be able to chat. So that's important. If you're trying to chat and you can't, you actually have to set up a YouTube account. It's pretty simple to do, I think, but that's it.
Good pick, Ken. I got him in every pool, and I got some money on him.
You getting these down, Rigo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was never mind.
Well, I'll double and triple check just in case I lose my papers again like last time.
Oh, man. One can only hope not.
that was a bit of a shit show, I would say.
Do you think Rob's correcting him, or do you think he wants Corey Connors?
I don't know, but we also struggled with that a while ago because we were calling Kyle Connors and Corey Connor. We had
Connie.
I'm not even.
Oh,
I'm not even trying to touch.
I gotta add my banner here for the contest. Hold on. Although we had oh, I got a private chat here. Oh, it's from Drums. Why did you say WTF to me?
Oh, that was like 45 minutes ago.
It's a new platform. Okay.
Kim, the first Tiger pick's in.
Okay, actually, so if you're just kind of tuning into the chat here, everybody's putting their picks in for sorry, I sound like a broken record on here sometimes, but people come in and out of here. So this is for the chat. Pick your Masters winner for the weekend. If you're trying to type or chat, but you can't, you need to set up a YouTube account. And while you're there, if you wouldn't mind, just, give us a little subscribe action on here, especially if you've been watching the podcast. If you're not, I mean, it's not a huge deal to us, but if you have a chance, we were going to make it, you have to be a subscriber to win, but we're not really going to do that. So just do it out of the goodness of your heart, Speaking of Tiger, though, okay, I was thinking about this the other day as people are putting their picks in there. I was thinking about this the other day because there was a time in history, I remember this, when a lot of people actually really disliked Tiger.
Definitely there was.
Like, probably right a couple years after his accident, kind of when he went dark there for a while. If you said anything good about Tiger, it was almost like liking Donald Trump nowadays, almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess kind of for good reason too. But
yeah,
it was funny. As soon as he started winning again, everybody just completely forgot about that kind of stuff, and he's good in everybody's books again, which is kind of just the way she goes. But
Args is listening but can't make a YouTube, he said, but he wants Matt Fitzpatrick.
You getting all these down, Rigo?
Yeah, I got everyone so far. Ross Sheard, who did he say at the start again?
I thought he picked Fitzpatrick. Oh no, he's got Ty Hatton, our buddy.
Ty,
no hat on.
He'll be wearing his hat. You know what actually sucks? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna on last episode I said I was gonna show you guys my my proper way of pouring a Guinness. So here you go. It's a live demo. Hopefully it goes well. If you're just joining the chat, make your pick, win a cover. If there is no winner this week, we'll have a separate contest for it with everybody who did pick, make a pick for the show.
And if you want to see the end of the episode, stay tuned.
Okay, here it is. You ready? So I got to get it on the camera here. So you actually put kind of it on top of it and then flip it. I didn't really think that this was going to work. Oh, shit. When I saw her do it. But it works. I was pouring it like just a normal beer. And it kind of still tasted okay and everything, but you can see. What are we laughing at?
Ark said, holy, was George's mic right on the top of that can for the crack. Almost crashed my car. Thought it was a stone chip.
Is he watching? Because if he was, he witnessed the greatest Guinness pour of all time. Look at that foam. That's how it's done, folks.
It's actually pretty good under pressure, to be honest.
Hey, it dipped in a little bit, but I caught her.
Kind of had my fingers crossed that something was going to go wrong there, but it didn't. So here we are.
I think, honestly, when people tune into live shows, they probably just hope that something goes stupid wrong in it. So,
okay. When we were at the apartment or the condo in Nashville, you know how you always throw a knife up and catch the plastic end?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and I kept flipping it and kept catching the plastic end. Like, the one flip's pretty easy, so I was like doing it, and Easton and Alex are losing their minds, like, don't do that, you're gonna cut your hand, blah blah blah. So I kept doing it. Then I tried to go for two, and I dropped the knife the first time. So then I started doing ones again. They said stop doing that, and I tried to go for another two, and the knife went straight up and dug straight into my hand. And after it hit my hand, it bounced off the floor, and there was a 6-pack of Tall Boy cans sitting on the ground, and it punctured one of them. So it cut into my hand, bounced off the floor, and punctured a can. So I had the shotgun in my hand. It was like bleeding everywhere. It's just absolute mayhem for like 5 minutes in the place there.
You got to be practicing that first before you.
I won't
test it
try
out in
two.
Nashville.
I probably won't try two ever again. But one was pretty smooth.
Okay, Drums. Are you gonna hit the road here, buddy?
Yeah, I gotta bail.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, thanks for coming on tonight, man. I honestly didn't think you were gonna make it after your our test run last night. You're in pretty rough shape, so.
A little better today, so I thought I'd give it a shot. But that's about all my throat can handle.
It's hard to do a podcast when you're talking the whole time when you have strep throat. That's not really what you're looking for ever. So, anyways, Dal, if you're listening, you want to come on, just wait in the room there for us, or in the, what do you call it, backstage? I think I sent him an email. So, anyways, Drums.
All right, later.
Okay,
Peace.
see you, buddy. And then there was two. And then there was two.
Here we are, just the two of us.
Okay.
So sorry, Jason.
Do you have any other things you want to touch on? I got a couple, but
I'd like to know who Jason is, to be honest. I don't know who that is.
yeah, I haven't heard Drums be called Jason for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I don't really have anything, to be honest. So,
All right, so we're being honest here. Okay.
go ahead.
I got to get my notes back here. Hold on. Oh, I was going to mention this to Drums when he was here. Cam Toes sent us a message about he was watching one episode, and I don't know, he must have watched at least one episode, because he was talking about the Culture Corner with Drums.
Yeah.
And he sent us he sent me a video of a guy named Joshua Headley.
Yeah.
And he wanted Drums to do a feature on him. I said it's not really up Drums' alley, but it's kind of like country-ish folk. I don't really know how to explain it, but he's got a really good voice. So,
You've never listened to Cousin Josh before?
so we'll do Drums' Culture Corner in honor of him tonight, on behalf of him, I guess. Drum sounded like he was doing.
Oh, he was in
not
pain.
that great, but he battled through it. What else was I going to add on here? Oh, okay. So we've been posting Rigo's Reggie's stroke savers, just specifically the stroke savers themselves on the YouTubes. And we had Jay Nickel from Nyack. He's he must be just a teaching pro there.
Yeah, I don't know. He's posting some pretty cool videos though.
Yeah. So if you haven't yet, give Jay Nickel a follow. He does pretty good instructional videos there. They must have a good sim there at Nyack where he films it. But Anyways, he chimed in on your stroke saver ego. He didn't necessarily agree with you. This was about the sometimes hitting a hybrid or a fairway wood to kind of put yourself in a better position off the tee. So he said basically, have you guys not heard of strokes gained off the tee? And or yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So his argument was the further up you are, the better, the closer you're going to put the ball. But I just kind of said that it was a little bit more specific than just like based on the hole itself. Like if it's a dead straightaway hole, obviously it's fine to whack away at it. But I think you were kind of meaning in terms of like if there's trouble on one side of the green or like a bunker or water or something, and hitting a 40-yard shot over that kind of a hazard is a lot more difficult than say 100 yards. Right. And so maybe just touch on that if you can.
Yeah, no, I had a couple holes that came to mind that just like it's tough because I don't know if all the viewers have played Gilbert, and that's kind of the course that I relate to the most. But number 8's kind of where I would think of at Gilbert. I mean, if the pin's tucked over the bunker on the right, and a lot of times I could hit a driver like between 75 and 40 yards off that green, and if you get 40 yards up and you're trying to hit a tight little shot over the bunker there, like there's no chance. Plus you're putting yourself in a lot more danger off the tee hitting the driver as opposed to just hitting a hybrid to the 100-yard marker, and then you can hit a 100-yard shot over the bunker instead of trying to hit this 40 to 50-yard kind of flop shot type deal over the bunker, right?
Yeah, right.
Just stuff like that. So you're taking more of a chance by hitting the driver off the tee, and then it's really not putting you in any better shape than it would have to hit the hybrid off the tee. It's basically just the kind of stuff I meant. If it's a straightaway hole, yeah, and you got a short wedge in your hand, obviously that's going to benefit you as opposed to laying up to the 150. That's not really what I was talking about, but I mean,
it's hard to jam it all into like a 4-minute kind of or 5-minute kind of deal without dragging it on and on and on.
Definitely. So
he definitely wasn't trying to be like a dick or anything. He was just
like, I guess probably another one might be like people might be more familiar with Clear Lake and number 8 if the pin's at the front. Like it's almost an easier shot from 60 yards back than it is from
or past the hole.
Right. Yeah.
But there's a lot of shit back there too.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's just certain times the longer shot doesn't always benefit you is basically the point I was trying to get across. You just have to be strategic on where you want to leave it. And a lot of times you just step up on the tee and try to hit it as far as you can.
Do you got any stroke savers for on the fly or no?
I don't really right now. I could try here.
Okay, well, I'll if anybody has just joined the chat or the live show here, make your master's pick in the chat. I guess what would you call it? The chat?
Yeah, I would say the chat. And also, if you guys have any questions for us, oftentimes you're listening to a podcast and you kind of just like to suggest something or ask a question. This live feed of it kind of gives you guys that option to ask questions, and we can read them and discuss them. We don't have a whole lot of most episodes we would have it pretty much filled up with information, but we kind of left a little bit tonight for you guys to ask questions if you have anything to talk about.
Yeah, it's a good idea actually, because I'm sure there's people who have watched the show before, either whether regularly or not, that they would like to comment or chime in on certain things. So I mean, it's kind of like a blanket question, almost like a ask me anything kind of type deal. But anyways, just throw a comment in there if you want. If not, that's okay too. We're pretty easy.
Yeah, it's okay.
So anybody just tuning in, pick your master's pick. And also, we lost Drums. Drums has strep throat. He battled through the first half hour of it.
Yeah.
He was really hurting. You could tell.
Yeah, he was. Like, I mean, when he tried to do the intro, it was kind of tough to listen to, but nothing against him.
No, he battled. I mean, the last live episode we did, we had you just coming off your dental surgery, basically face. In the dark, balloon faced. And this one we had Drums with strep. He just got diagnosed with strep throat yesterday. And so I'm sure the next one we do, something will be wrong with me if this trend continues.
Okay, so I would say
You got one?
Boomer, I got one. Like I say every other time, it's kind of just a basic tip. I don't know.
There it is.
I don't think it's anything too spectacular. It's actually not even a tip, really, but get to the course 20 minutes early, and you'd be amazed at how much of a difference it makes. And obviously, there's circumstances when you can't get there 20 minutes early, but like when we played in Nashville, there, we got there say 40 minutes early, but I said 20 just to be on the safe side. And when you can actually get there and kind of get in the mindset of golfing instead of like I used to play the 9 holes in Gilbert, and I'd work till 6 o'clock, and the tee time was at 6:30, and I would leave work at 6, 20-minute drive to Gilbert, and obviously I was never all that organized either, so I'd probably have to go home sometimes to grab something, and I'd get there and just like it would just be a mad scramble to get to the tee, and there'd be zero time at all, and then all of a sudden it's I'm on the tee, and I haven't even thought about golf for a second yet, and end up shooting like I don't know. I'm not even going to use any strokes, but my handicap was like I think like a 3 on or 4 on each side on that Thursdays because I was just like absolutely rattled every time I got there, and it was just so nice to get to the course in Nashville there and have like 45 minutes. We went to the range, we hit some putts. Like it's just it puts you in a totally different mindset than just showing up and panicking at the course. So the tip today would just be get there as early as you can and hit some shots on the range, hit some putts, hit some chips, and just get comfortable. Go grab a couple beers. You're not running. Just grab a couple beers, grab a cooler, put them in the cart. Like it's just unreal how much better of a mindset you're in when you get there earlier, I would say.
Yep. I would say just to follow up as usual, chime in with my 2 cents on that because I'm notoriously not late, but late in terms of that for sure.
Yeah.
I try not to be any like minutes late, but actually drums has given me a harder time than anybody over the last 10 years. But I've seen drums show up 5-10 minutes after the tee time, so he better stop throwing rocks at glass houses. But I guess he's got a little baby boy now too, which makes a little bit of a difference. But I guess what I would say on that is like, of course you're going to be in a better like overall state of mind and mood and just like a little bit more relaxed. And that's the big thing for me is like, if I'm rushing to the course and that's, I'm in a rushed mood, that kind of carries forward to my whole round. It kind of sets the tone and sets the pace of how the whole thing's going to be. And so if you can get there and just like kind of start at a slow, even when you're in the car, walk into your car from your house, like the same kind of slow pace, I think that really carries forward to the course. That's one thing that I've noticed anyways, and whether that's just me or if anybody else can relate to that or not. But
yeah, no. So yeah, like you get to Gilbert like and you're late and you just like sprint out of the car, grab your clubs out, run across the bridge, run inside, grab a cart for a key or a key for a cart and just sprint out there, and then one person runs and grabs beers, and like it's just such a shit show when you're rushed. Then you just rush all the way to the first tee and you're never really ready for golf, right? It's just
yeah.
I don't know.
I should have also mentioned that it kind of translates into my swing in terms of like I'm quick if I'm like in a rush or like trying to get somewhere in a hurry. It translates directly into my swing, and I'm quick for the whole day in that sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get that 100%.
Um,
See, we got lots of questions rolling in, so that helps.
My question is, can Auntie Kim get me my Chef Corn Dog Smoky Butt Clencher hot sauce in time before it runs out?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. I've really been rationing it, and the bottle's almost gone. I put hot sauce on everything. This was kind of sneaky good too. If anybody's had
gets back into it,
the spicy dill pickle,
those hot sauces off here.
The spicy, if anybody's had like the spicy dill pickle chips, it kind of tastes like that. I'm a big fan of those actually. I'm definitely more of a chip guy.
Seems Seamus Power is one of my favorite golfers. So, hey, I do have a.
Was that on? Is that when we had AC on the show? That's when that happened?
I didn't think it was, but I guess it must be. Oh yeah, because I asked him what he thought of Seamus Power. I think.
That's great. We've had a pretty. I mean, for those people who watch the show regularly, they know that it's not 100% about golf. We try to talk about some other stuff, some lighter stuff, and I mean, I shouldn't say always light, some dark, deeper stuff too as well. But it always ends up in some laughs, and I think that that's the main thing on here is like we really just want to provide a bit of entertainment and a bit of education, I guess, and just have you know, that's the point of it. It's not all about golf. We're not really a show who's going to come on here and talk about all the PGA stuff and the scores and shit like that. We kind of keep it light, and I think that that's why some people watch anyways. But
yeah. A cool. I found it on Sports Interaction betting website. I don't know if you've seen it on any other ones. Probably Play Now might have it. I don't have.
No, I
Play
think it's
Now
only
anymore,
on Sports Interaction because I used to play it when I was like in college.
So Sports Interaction, you can go on there. You guys probably know about it. It's called a pinata pick, and the odds are plus 780, I believe it is. So if you bet $10, you can win 780 plus 7,800, I think it is. And basically, what you do is you put your money in, and it's called a pinata pick, and you get a random golfer. I did 4 of them, and I got Daniel Berger. Anybody who's listened to the show in the past knows the Kingdom hates Daniel Berger, but he's my best chance, so I'm kind of cheering for him this weekend. I got Abe, which is a former pick of mine, Abe the Babe. And then I got my guy from last year that I bet on to make the cut, Bernard Langer.
Bernie.
And Garrett Higo, which is a good European. I hope I said that right. Colton, I hope I said that right.
What's the name again? Try it again.
Hey, Garrett Higo. Higo. I think it's Higo.
Speaking of Babe, actually, people are going to get the wrong impression over that. But speaking of Babe, happened to watch The Sandlot over the weekend.
The Great Bambino. Sloan.
Man, honestly, Sandlot, I would say Sandlot is my favorite movie of all time. Head to toe. Like it's got some really funny parts at the start, and then like some iconic scenes in the middle where like where he kisses
Wendy Peppercorn.
Squeak kisses Wendy
Squints,
Peppercorn.
yeah.
And then at the end where the beast turns from like this 100-ton fake dog into a real dog in one scene. And then oh man, it's just such a good movie. I think it's actually my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, it is actually really good. Pinata is usually good for Larry Mize. Actually, my buddy who's texted me today, he said he got Larry Mize.
In the pinata?
Yeah. He said he got...
There's a couple old boys like that, like Sandy Lyle. Is Sandy in the field this week?
He said Sandy Lyle and VJ. That's who he got.
What's VJ been doing? Has he been golfing?
I don't know. He looks pretty good, actually.
Daniel Lafferty.
Drums are showing us a picture of him today. Of
oh yeah, do you want to
Will
look that up?
Zalatoris? Will Zalatoris dressed up as Happy's caddy there.
I was talking to Harley last week, actually. Cody McLeod's been putting on a tournament at Rossman for the last, 5-6 years, probably. Honestly, the best tournament of the summer. It's out at Rossman Lake. It's a 4 or 5 man scramble. And then a couple of years, we've actually had a concert out there, like a live show in a tent afterwards. Unreal. So anyways, Harley and I were talking, and I know Rigo's been kind of in the mixture of this too, but we're going to try to maybe do a transformation from the Cody McLeod into the King Golf tournament somehow. I don't know. We'll see what Harley comes up with, if we can find a date and if we can make it work. I know Rigo's got a really busy summer, but I think that would just be so cool to do out at Rossman. 18 Cobb, yeah. So the year that we won, we shot 18 under par at Rossman, which I don't know. That's by far the lowest I've ever shot at a tournament, and especially at Rossman. Like, Rossman has a 60-yard hole, but it also has like the hardest hole in the world, number 8.
Yeah, so I don't have that here. So
is 8 the hardest hole on earth?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be pretty close. It's not easy, especially if the wind's up. You're hooped, man. I don't know.
I can't think of a harder hole personally in this area for sure.
I've seen some big scores on that hole over the years.
So, Harley, if you're still tuning in, you can pick, because you got a chance to win this. I don't know if Lafferty Daniel's in contention or not, but if you want to toss in a pick, this is what we got. And if you've been working on the Cody McLeod / King Golf Rossman Lake tournament, chime in and see if we got any updates on there. When do you think we'll be golfing, Rigo? Soon?
Well, did you see my tweet the other day?
I don't know. You got a lot of tweets.
The pictures of Gilbert?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably quite a while.
How is there still so much snow? Like, almost all the snow is gone around here. So I'm guessing Shiloh should be open at any given moment here.
I'll be coming in for sure. I guess it's probably too late now to do a little build-up of the Gary Brandon tournament. It's always been, I mean, one of our favorites. George's come out a couple times since he moved to Brandon, but this year, Aspen Insurance, where I work, and Asante Wealth took it over. It's usually 40 teams maximum. There's 40 teams in the first day and a half. We've upped the entry fee, but we've also upped the prizes to some pretty crazy numbers. The skins guaranteed $1,000. CPs are 300 or 400, I believe, and we're actually up to 48 teams now. And I think there's a waiting list for the next 8. And
cheap shit.
There's not really any saying how far it can go. We've been talking back and forth with Melfort, where Gary had originally worked. They do a similar tournament there. They actually have a waiting list for a couple of years, I believe. And I think they have 64 teams, I believe, every year. So there's some big things coming for the Gary Brandon tournament. It's probably, you'd be on a waiting list if you signed up right now, but chances are it's going to get to that next 8. So pop into Aspen or give us a call and get signed up for that, because you're running out of time to miss out on a sweet tournament. We're unfortunately going to be at Mertzy's social that weekend, Clarny, so I'm going to be I'm out for this year, but thanks a lot, Mertz.
Thanks, Mertzy. So I don't really have too much to report on the King Small Town Tour this year. We're really trying to get it going. I reached out to all the courses on the King card, and I've heard back from 4 or 5 of them. We confirmed one date so far, Dosa, and then I talked to Laverne at Poplar this afternoon. So we're going to get something out there, and also Scotswood Links. So I haven't heard back from Scotty, and I talked to Ray too as well. So we're going to try to do Fridays throughout the summer, 2-man scramble. And in order to, I guess, register and stuff, you'll need a King card, which gets you 7 rounds for $200 around here. It's a pretty damn good deal. We've been selling quite a few of those lately. So we really want to try to make that work. And we also want to mix in some 9-holers like Rossman, maybe Carberry, and maybe even Dello. So who knows? So if we should have some more info soon on that. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot to report right now, but I guess just keep your eyes open for that.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of all we got. I don't know if we got, I'm just still reminiscing on Colton Seamus comment here, but
I don't think it's that funny. You know what it is. I don't know why I said Seamus. Like, you couldn't be much dumber. I don't know. It's
That's okay.
embarrassing. We don't need to talk about it anymore. It's not my highlight, but
No. So you got
um,
do you have the Masters playing at Aspen Insurance too?
oh man, will it be playing? I actually worked really hard today just so I could cruise tomorrow and Friday. Luke List for Harley.
I actually love this. Even though we have like a stupid duck at the top here, StreamYard,
Do you think people can see that?
I'm pretty sure.
Can you guys see the duck?
It doesn't really matter. But anyways, I love this platform, this style. If anybody tuned into our last week's show, it was an absolute shit show. Not that it like the topics were or like our discussions, but every time one of us would start talking, it would like flash purple and it had like a whole bunch of like confetti and stuff. And
Yeah, that was wild. Mom said she had to quit watching it.
yeah, it was bad for anybody with what's the word again? Epilepsy?
Epilepsy, yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, Sloan, you like this jersey or no? Sloan's a big Sox guy. So he can't win the contest anyways, but
after we did our epilepsy episode there, we all kind of decided that we're going to try to do more live episodes, whether that's every week or every second week or something, but hopefully we do more of these than not live. So I guess we should probably start wrapping her up here. It's been an hour.
People are probably getting sick of us. There's no questions.
Yeah.
People really just want us to leave so they don't have to. So
well, thanks. I would say a big thanks to everybody for popping on. We got a few things. Hold on here. Yeah. It is hard. We're kind of learning everything as we go here in terms of like having a conversation, having our episode, and still following along with the chat. So I've tried to bring up most comments here. There's some pretty funny ones and all the picks tonight. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Good luck to everybody in the contest and hope everybody really enjoys the weekend. I think the entire golf world plus will be super excited to see Tiger tee up again. I kind of get butterflies even thinking about it. I don't know. I mean, it's been a while. I didn't really know if he would ever come back, to be honest with you. I figured he would just knowing Tiger, but it still was like a pretty low odds. Hey,
I would say so. Yeah. Like
just given his age and stuff. Like, I mean,
seeing his vehicle in the middle of that desert, like, I don't know, man. Nothing really surprised. That's why I said before, like, obviously there's a very good chance that he's not going to win this weekend. But if he ever did, like, it wouldn't be like a shock, you know?
Right. Yeah. And that's exactly what I said. It was like the craziest news I'd seen in a while, but also was 0% surprised just knowing Tiger. So anyways, like I said, we're going to keep going, trying to do these live shows. This platform's awesome. We might have to start paying for it soon, but I don't know. For now, she's free. So, thanks for stopping by. And if we do any more of these, we appreciate you guys stopping by and joining in. It makes it a lot funner for us. Sometimes, like I said, it feels like we're just kind of talking to ourselves in our own little chamber. So it's nice to see people on here and having a good time.
Yep.
Well, hey.
Well, you cut out there. I don't know.
So did you.
Hey. Okay, we better get the hell out of here before we lose followers.
Yeah.
Like Drums always says, you guys keep tuning in. We'll keep putting them out. And thank you guys very much for participating in the contest tonight. Like we said, if nobody wins, everybody entered tonight will be entered into the next contest for that sweet head cover. I wish I could enter. My head covers are getting pretty stale. I hope I can find a way to get a few more this summer somehow. We'll see. Got to pay up, George says. Yeah, okay. Got to pay up. Anyways, thank you guys very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Okay. Love you, boys. Love you, boy. Bye-bye.